Yeah. We've got David in Leesville.
Hi, how you doing, Matt?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I was on a chat room, and I was debating with an apologist one day, and he had brought up morality, and he was saying that if morality doesn't come from an objective source like God, then there would have to be an instance where something like rape would be good. And I took an evolutionary approach to explain it, but I was wondering what response that Aron would give to that.
Well, if you're talking about the evolution of morality, I've already got a series of videos on that in my upload section. I recently went to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to give the keynote speech on the Darwin Day celebration, hosted by the Florida Atheists and Secular Humanists and the Center for Free Inquiry and the James Randi Educational Foundation. It was a good trip, and I want to thank all of them while I'm here. As I don't know any other way to summarize what was about a 45-minute speech for the question, because I think it would be a very long answer otherwise. I would encourage you to look up those videos.
All right.
The shortest version I can get, just to the quick thing that you had about without an absolute morality, what's the basis for condemning bad things like rape? Because I think they're wrong. Just set aside everybody else. Me, on my own, I think they're wrong. And what's more, I think that I can demonstrate that you also think that they're wrong. And you can get into how you're going to go about demonstrating harm, etc. But ultimately, not only do I not need any external dictate about what is right and wrong, I don't care if there is one. You can dictate to me all day long what you think is wrong. It's not going to be right or wrong for me. And when we understand that we may have different views about this, that's what promotes the discussion to figuring out what views we should have among all of us.
Does the particular act that you're talking about legitimately involve a victim? Because I think that would be a simple answer. If we're trying to determine whether it's wrong, does it victimize someone? Does it, as he said, harm someone?
Yeah, when a theist, Christian in particular, is where this comes from quite often, says, if there is no divine moral authority, then you can't say that rape is wrong. I look at them befuddled. Seriously.
No, I look at them befuddled because the Bible promotes this. I mean, these are the same people that go on about abortion. I mean, have you read Numbers 5? The Bible promotes abortion, and not just the Bible. There's a number of peripheral laws or books of Jewish law, like the Talmud, for example, that go into specific detail on how to perform a partial birth abortion, for example. The Bible has many examples of where it admonishes rape and as we said before, slavery, and the rape and slavery of children in one instance, depending on your interpretation. So when these people talk about their absolute moral code and they say it's the Bible, well, I find that a little abhorrent.
Yeah, and my big thing is that if you need an external moral source to tell you that rape, for example, is wrong, you got bigger problems than sitting around contemplating where morality comes from.
And as I said earlier in the show, almost all of the rapists in prison, statistically at least, believed in God before they committed their crime.
Yeah. So that's about the best we're going to do, David. Thanks a lot.